How did the US allow its European vassals to join the BRI, the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative project initially? Okay, so when it comes to the European nations, Central Asian nations, there are about 35 nations that were or are part of the Chinese BRI. A whole bunch of these are in the Central Asia region, the Caucasus region. You have Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, nations like Azerbaijan. This is mainly Central Asia and the Caucasus region, right? And then you have a whole bunch of Eastern European nations or Caucasus nations like Armenia, like Belarus, like Albania, Bosnia Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Moldova, Montenegro, Russia, Romania, Czech Republic, Turkey, Ukraine, etc. That are members of who have joined the Belt and Road Initiative. Turkey is a member of NATO, which is kind of, you could say, a proper US vassal. But Serbia is not a US vassal. Moldova is not a US vassal. Hungary, well, Czech Republic, Bulgaria, not really very much. Bosnia Herzegovina, well, it depends, right? Slovenia, Russia, is Russia a US vassal? Uh, and so on. When it comes to the actual Western European nations, EU nations, Austria is a member of the BRI, and less important nations like, with all due respect, Cyprus, Greece, Luxembourg, North Macedonia, Italy. Italy has pulled out of the BRI. They have withdrawn from the BRI, and that was announced by Madame Meloni after the G20 summit in Delhi. So it's not really like there's a whole lot of EU members that have joined the BRI. And it's not like there's a whole lot of NATO members that have joined the BRI. The only exception I would say is Turkey and probably Austria. Austria isn't a member of NATO. Greece isn't a member of NATO. Yeah, Greece is a member of NATO. So that's just a couple of nations. And overall, these nations are not going to sell out their national interest or the interest of NATO or the EU to China. It's about gaining and accruing benefits rather than giving any real anything really genuine or significant in return. And it's also good to have your own people in the enemy camp sometimes, right? So yeah, overall, that's what the deal has been. It's not like the Chinese have taken over these nations or anything. Most of these nations are members of the BRI only in name. There's not really been any real infrastructure development in many of these. I mean, one example is Pakistan. What happened to the CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor? Some of it was built, some of the projects were abandoned, and right now it's completely, well, nothing's happening.